Hey folks, welcome back to another Poem Mass video, and today let's talk a bit about the upcoming Geeta Glimmora that's dropping in the game soon, right? in a few hours, we might actually get the reveal as well in the Pokemon Presents, so stay tuned for that. I might live stream it, I'm not sure, no promises. Again, I have to wake up, it's like 6 a.m. in the morning at my time, so we'll see. But anyways, yeah, let's talk a bit about this unit. So this is a field unit, right? It's a poison zone setter mainly, and it sets that a lot. So let's go over some of the upsides, downsides over here. So as for upsides, first of all, damage. Look at this thing. It has 472 base attack over here already, and then the BP on its moves are pretty good. You got a few multipliers, toxic power 5. You got haymaker for the sync. This sync is really nice for a sync, especially since it has your EX striker roll as well. It can turn into a really powerful AoE sync, and then on top of that, EX striker roll could give you some extra physical attack boosts as well. So yeah, it's powerful, man. It's powerful if you want to go check on Runner's doc over here, right? Again, shoutouts to Runner as always for having this up so soon. There it is. So yeah, Geeta does a lot of damage. The B move, incredibly powerful, and even the regular move is pretty strong too, right? Especially since the B move, you can use it twice, right? You can use it twice at least. And then the more impressive thing I feel like is this sync over here. This sync, again, this is not a tech unit. Everyone else up there are tech units. This is not a tech unit. This is a field unit without the tech innate, without the 1.5 times, right? All that stuff. Yeah, and it's able to AoE sync with EX striker roll, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? So yeah, overall, really nice damage over here for a poison type physical damage healer. Going back again, we mentioned it, as poison zone, as a lot of poison zone. That's the thing, right? So in the passive, you have the poison zone on entry the first time you come in, and then on top of that, it is a EX field unit. So once you use your EX sync, boom, you get another poison zone, and that also gets extended as well. And then after that, your B move, right, which has 2 uses, has a poison zone each. So in total, you got 4.5 poison zones from this one unit, right? Without any RNG. You don't need NPR RNG or whatever. That's straight up just 4.5 poison zones, and none of it is on the grid either. None of it is on the grid, just with the kit. Yeah, as for some other stuff, you got some super effective up next, physical move up next. On the grid, you also have some more the allies set weather train zone. You just get physical move up next, right? And again, herself, she has 4 already, right? There's a few more, Mighty Friend 9 on your train to move, whatever. So yeah, you got stuff like that. Also, I guess you have the rock option. The rock option isn't that great, right? I mean, you do have super duper effective 9 and the aggravation on rock slide, but overall it's more of a poison type damage dealer than a rock type damage dealer, but I guess it's usable. And then it's fully self-sufficient. This unit comes in on entry, you get +6 physical attack, and then also you have just guaranteed crit on all your well, not all your moves, not rock slide, but well, actually no, yeah, no, it's all its moves, never mind. Yeah, even rock slide would get guaranteed crit. So yeah, fully self-sufficient on that end. And as for the multipliers, right, most of it is just poison based, and your immortal spin and B move, it guarantees poison. So there's that as well. And also it does, your B move does debuff the opponent's defenses by 3, right? And again, you can use it twice, so if it's on one target, that's boom, -6 physical defense. Really easy. And yeah, that's nice. What else we got? Oops, that's the cons. And then oh yeah, we were talking about that. So yeah, well, as for the cons, spoilers, the speed's not that great. 335 at 6-star EX. Before that, it's barely even not even 300. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Your B move only costs 2 gauges, but again, you only use that twice. Your regular move is still 4 gauges, which is a bit tough. You do get a gauge back every time after you attack, so that's definitely gonna help. But oh yeah, also forgot to mention you get like physical move up next every time you attack, so there's that as well. But yeah, the speed overall is not gonna be crazy good, so that's just something to keep in mind, I guess. As for anything else, I guess the Paldea, like flag bearer, there's just not that many Paldea units in the game at the moment, nor a lot that really work well with her. But it doesn't matter. Run her with Emma, run her with Juliana, right? Just run her with those big physical poison type damage healers instead. Like, who cares? So, okay. Anyways, so yeah, that's some of the upsides, downsides of this unit. Let's go forward. Let's talk about some lucky skills, sync grid, and team comps and stuff. Lucky skill wise, I mean, it's a damage healer. You can just give it crit strike too. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, if you want, you give it some gauges or whatever, or any of the sync move countdown stuff, because you do have like I guess you do have like propulsion over here if you want. So, but yeah, anyways, yeah, most of the time, just yeah, crit strike 2 should be fine. As for the sync grid, let's go 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5, you don't really have that much. You have like Virulent Toxin 3, which I mean, I guess if you're syncing with her, then sure, right? Otherwise, you could pick up this Poison Acceleration, which is going to help with the gauges. I don't care too much about this HP recovery, but you know, there's not that much else to pick up anyway, so like maybe same thing with Potent Toxin 2. Not that big a deal, but since there's not much to pick up, and for the rest, just pick up some like power-up nodes for your moves or whatever. So yeah, okay, 3 out of 5 is where you get like the real stuff. You know, if you're syncing with her, you got Haymaker over here, right? You got 2 sync move power up nodes. On top of that, you also got, you know, Toxic Power 5 over here, this extra physical boost up every time you have a weather terrain zone activate on your side, right? So yeah, you could pretty much pick all these up without much issue. You could also pick up Virulent Toxin 3 over here, extra 30% on your sync. So yeah, that's kind of perfect. As for any other nodes on the grid that's really worth looking into, I guess maybe like Ruthless Toxin, just 2 random stats, or 1 random stat minus 2, right, against poison opponents. It's not that good if you're just trying to get like specific stats to help your teammates' multipliers, because it's random, not specific, right? But if you just need to debuff like a bunch of stats, someone has like power play or whatever, right, fighting Latios, stuff like that, then sure, you go for that. It does cost you a bit though, so you know, you might want to drop. You have to drop like 2 of these to make it worth it. So yeah. Okay. As for some team comps, again, run her with Emma. That's gonna be great. If you're worried about the gauges, I don't think it should be that bad, just because Emma's really fast herself. You know, she's got some speed buffs as well, right, for your team. So I don't think it's gonna be that bad, right, especially with the gauges that, you know, Geeta gets back as well. But yeah, the damage is gonna be great. As for your support, obviously, Tapu Bulu over here is great. Just any other of these like just physical sports, right? I mean, you know, don't have anything else. I mean, the hop is free, I guess. You could even go for more defensive supports, because like you don't really have to worry about, like, you know, she's fully self-sufficient, right? I believe Emma is I mean, it's close-ish. You could just pick up where is it? Like stuff like this if you really want, right? Because Emma does need that extra too, but you know, yeah, just any other good physical, you know, spotlights. You got the Sonya, Aaron, the new upcoming a new upcoming Tierno, right? Those are options. You can even go for the mixed ones, new champion beat, etc. So stuff like that, right? Just because again, mostly in this case, like Geeta she's fully self-sufficient. So just I'd look towards units that either tank better or give you more stuff outside of just buffing your physical attack and crit and all that stuff, right? Like physical defense debuffers, physical move up next units, super effective up units, stuff like that, right? So, and again, it doesn't have to be Emma as the other option. You got the 6-2 Giovanni, right? You got Nidoking, that's an option over there. Oleana's the other big one, right? Yeah, these two would go insane. Obviously, Oleana has that crazy good nuke as well. right? As for some other options, I mean, a more cheaper option, I guess you could go with Roxy. She's pretty solid. So yeah, you know, there's not a bunch of options here for poison, but you know, there's a few solid ones. So overall, it's a pretty damn amazing unit, right? Especially if you're looking for poison zones, it's got a lot of them. It has the damage, right? You know, obviously has a master passive there as well, right? It's guaranteed poison. You debuff the opponent there as well. Like just a lot of stuff that you do this one unit. So I don't know, especially for folks who still don't have that many great poison type damage dealers. I feel like this is a really good pull if you don't have enough good poison type damage dealers. And nowadays it's not really enough just to have like one, because high score event you probably want multiple over there, right? And this is definitely one very worth picking up. So I'd say overall probably this is like a 9.2 out of 10 for me, right? It's just so good, man. It's definitely worth it if you pull it. So that's all I gotta say about that. So anyways, that's me this one. I guess hope you all enjoyed, my guys. Think in the comments down below. Like to the videos from our channel, some more pull as content. I might pull for it live later tonight. Again, no promises, but you know, we'll see. Good luck to everyone pulling, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one then.